we are going to be opening up another Theros Beyond Death pack today. It's actually just later in the same day, but yep. I'm gonna try to get at least a few videos made so that I don't have to do one every night. I should be getting a booster box and booster bundle on Tuesday, so yep, just one more of these openings to go, and then I should be good. Should have those and should have plenty to do. Anyways, so Triumphant Surge, the last white card in this series, goes 41, 36, 37, 38, 41. Uh, 4 mana instant. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. You gain 3 life. Not even death can quench a hero's inner fire. So, just in case you're wondering, I'm probably going to be doing Theros Beyond Death openings 4 days a week at a minimum, maybe 5. I'm not sure. And then I'm going to do the story on, alright, I'm going to do Theros Beyond Death 5 days a week. Beginning next Monday, I'll probably do Throne of Eldraine Monday and Tuesday, and Theros the rest of the week. Then I'll also still release the stories on Friday, assuming I get them done. Not sure about this week, but I'll try to get one done this week. My weekend's just busy, so between the release and some other stuff, my weekend's actually pretty busy. Alright, Mixed Form Marauder. 12, 11, 10, 9. Alright, 4 mana, Minotaur, 4/3. Caliph guided them into the darkness of Hetos, the bleak mire. Blood-horned minotaurs circled them, axes a glimmer in shadow. The Calephii. Alright. Setessan Training. One. 204 is 3, 2, 1. Alright, 2 mana, aura, enchant creature you control. When Setessan Training enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted creature gets +1/+0 and has trample. In the heart of Setessa, the warriors of Let Ina Tower defend the polis and train its daughters. Alright, I don't have any thoughts on that card. Satyr's Cunning. Dissolve it. 152. 5, 4, 3, 2. Yep. 1 mana sorcery. Create a 1/1 red satyr creature token with this creature can't block. Escape for 3 mana. Exile 2 other cards from your graveyard. You may cast this card from your graveyard for its escape cost. It's hard to keep a satyr down, even in the underworld. Alright, Hero of the Pride. Yeah, it seems interesting because with the Throne of Eldraine, you should be able to bounce cards between your graveyard and your exile fairly consistently. Like with Throne of Eldraine, if a creature dies, you can always use one of the escape cards to basically move the creature from your graveyard to your exile pile, and from there play the exile creature back onto the battlefield. Seems like it's going to be interesting. Hero of the Pride. Alright, 27, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Uh, 2 mana, Cat Soldier. Whenever you cast a spell that targets Hero of the Pride, creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. Leonin fight for neither god nor polis. Their loyalty is to their pride. And it's a 2/2 creature. Traveler's Amulet. Alright, 1 mana artifact. Sacrifice Traveler's Amulet. Search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. A Vision of Home and a Glimpse of Hope. 240. 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Grim Physician. Uh, 100 exactly. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 mana zombie. When Grim Physician dies, target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1 until end of turn. The returned retain no memory of their identities, but sometimes they mindlessly attempt familiar tasks. 1-1. Thirst for meaning. Uh, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. 3 mana, thirst for meaning, instant. Draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard an enchantment card. A sip of recollection, an ocean of regrets. Alright. So next is Setessan Skirmisher. Which goes right before Setessan Training. Right here. Alright. 200 exactly. And we got a shiny coming up. Alright, Setessan Skirmisher, 2 mana. Human Warrior, Constellation. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, Setessan Skirmisher gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Basara, the Tower of the Fox, houses the elite skirmishers who guard the Nessian Wood against trespassers. And this card is 2-1. So, uncommon, Nyx Herald. 3 mana. Enchantment. Creature Scent. Creature Shaman. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target enchanted creature or enchantment creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains trample until end of turn. A piercing call, bright as the stars, rang out across the valley, calling the Theros Band to war, to blood and savagery. Lufe of Setessa, Histories. 2/3 creature, and it is an enchantment creature, which I don't know. I guess that's the thing. Alright, so 198, 189. Alright, Commanding Presence is next. Ooh, we have a shiny Moss Viper. Alright. Sorry, I know it's green and I know it's begins with MO, so. Commanding Presence. Number 7. Commanding Presence, 4 mana, enchantment aura, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has first strike, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. In every one of you, I see a hero's heart. Alright. Underworld Fires. 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2. Underworld Fires. 2 mana sorcery. Underworld Fires deals 1 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. If a permanent dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead. The Underworld is anything but a resting place. Yeah. Alright. Thassa's Intervention. For the rare. Two blue mana and X colorless mana. Instant. Choose one. Look at the top X cards of your library. Put up to 2 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Counter target spell unless its controller pays twice X. I bring a flood that nothing can withstand. Alright, so you can either counter a spell or get 2 cards into your hand quickly. Minimum cost of 4 for the top one. If you want to make full use of it. Like, you have to pay 2 mana plus 1 if you want to draw 1 card, plus 2 if you want to draw 2. So, yeah, it's expensive. But the counter spell might be useful, because the controller would have to pay twice X. So if you're countering something 3 or more, you can make it very expensive very quickly. Alright, so like I said earlier, a shiny Moss Viper. I already have somehow. 1/1 Death Touch. Neela watches over all the creatures of the forest except the snakes. Blessed by Farika, they can take care of themselves. So we are going to start this for foils, and I don't know what else, but foils go here. An island. This time, so that should be here. The land in this set look really good though. They just do. I mean, there's no bottom text or anything, and I don't know, I think they look really good. Like, they look like constellations in the sky, and it's just a really cool concept. Alright, token creature, Kraken. This is token number 4. Kraken, hexproof. This creature can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control. And it is 8/8. A token creature that is 8/8 somehow. Alright, well, we managed to get through a second pack without having any duplicates whatsoever, which is interesting. So, that's gonna be it for this pack. This video. Thank you for joining me. This has been Zigzag. Bye.